maybe April.
What's your?
Yeah.
I mean, let's go, man. I mean, let's.
Yeah, well, what we'll do is if we get a good response like you think we might, because your audience, gosh, is your audience passionate and loyal and loving and graceful and giving. I mean, and hungry. Well, for a good meal.
Yeah,
and we're going to pick out, what do we want to do? We want to do Italian, Mexican, any American?
We'll leave. That's all you, baby.
All right, so the dates, but we'll work with you on the dates, because here's the thing. What's going to be cool about this is we're going to be able to give people choices, because if we do get a good response, now this is going to be a little bit of a headache for poor Tracy, but we'll figure it out. If we get a good response, because we can't have too many people at once, so we'll have maybe a couple dates. So if we have a couple of dates, we'll give you some options, and we'll pull it all together. So anyway, text right now if you're interested, and you got to be all in. We won't, like you said, we won't take your money now, but Tracy will show you how to process it, and you'll be making a tax-deductible donation to literally saving children's lives all over the world, feeding starving kids. It's a beautiful Christian ministry called Food for the Poor. 866-55. I knew I was going to forget it.
You do yours, I'll do mine. Go. Yours
is? That's it. 800-655-6453.
Or 866-660-5759. Say, I'm in for the Mark and Mike lunch, and then give us just your name. We got your number already. And then Tracy, your producer, we'll track
you down later today.
Yes.
Give you a call, and she'll reach you. Is there a rumor that maybe Kent and Melinda may come back?
I think we have repeat offenders.
I love that. Well, they know, but that's a great testimony to how great the lunch was.
It's also a great testimony to geography, because I apparently live, Lisa and I live miles from them. We ran into them at a restaurant 6 hours after we'd been at lunch.
That's so cool.
And then ran into them again. It's clearly
that's
a place.
So cool.
And I went ahead and let out of the bag. I said, we're probably doing this again. They said, well, we're in. I said, are you serious? So
well, I just got a text that confirms that they're in.
Well,
so how about that?
There you are.
So they're back. All right. So this is cool. All right.
It's the power of the experience. So there we go. So everybody do that.
I hand it off to you. It's the Mark Davis magic. All right. Let's get down to business. Speaking of the Mark Davis magic, I gotta get you give me some clarity on some things, Space Boy.
Ready.
I'm confused. I can't even find out what's going on with the astronauts stranded in space that Elon now is going to rescue. Now, first of all, if that plays out that way, after it has been reported that Biden left them stranded because Biden didn't want Trump to look good while running for president. That was the whole narrative. Yes. Not sure if that's even true or not.
I think it's
I don't even know.
I think it's overstated.
Okay. But why didn't Biden get him? Why didn't they get him last year? They were supposed to be up there, as I understand it, for a week. This is, by the way, right up there with the InfoWars guy being killed. One of the most underreported stories I've ever come across, Mark. I mean, the mainstream media isn't all over this story, is it? I mean,
we know that Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams have been up there. It was supposed to be a week. It was the Boeing Starliner that they thought, we got doubts on whether this thing will come back safely. They brought it back without people, and it was fine, so they would have been fine, but we didn't know. Can't have people die re-entering the Earth. We did that once, and it didn't work out well. And so they were stuck up there. They've been up there for months. So now the crew of 4 people, 2 NASA astronauts, both women, thank you very much, and a Japanese guy and a Russian guy, were due to go up last night. They had a hydraulic thing on the ground, so it got scrubbed. They're apparently now going to go tomorrow night. And that
Friday.
will also feature, ultimately, they'll be up there for about 6 months, but they will it will also feature a return of Butch and Sonny after months and months and months. Could NASA have gotten on it a little more quickly? Maybe. Did Biden intentionally prevent the? I'm skeptical, because to what end? To what end?
Well, what the Daily Mail reported is Biden was fearful that it would make Trump look good.
How?
Now, I don't know.
How does it make Trump look good for him to bring them back 3 months ago?
Not sure I understand it, but I will tell you. But I will tell you this. Yeah. Do you recognize the enormity of Elon Musk's technology bringing them back when NASA couldn't do it?
100%.
Mark, do you know what that's going to? And of course, well, how are they going to spin this one?
Exactly
what are they going to say? And Trump's going to take credit because he's doing it. He's got his right-hand man.
Yeah, now it's what's going to benefit Trump when these guys go up and this rescue happens during the Trump presidency. That's the thing that's going to reflect well on Trump. And once again, every day, I get 50 pages deeper into the Walter Isaacson biography of Musk. Yeah. I understand him more now, and he's a
fascinating
odd
guy.
Duck. We talked about it yesterday. yesterday, he is the most important private sector human being in the history of the United States.
No question about it. And speaking of making Trump look good, how about, I loved Hugh Hewitt's analysis on X about a government shutdown, and it's going to happen. Look, they're not going to get 6 or 7 Democrats to vote for this continuing resolution tomorrow.
So. Nope.
It's not going to happen. Schumer's already said we're not going to pass it. So it's the Schumer shutdown. Here's what Hugh said: if the Democrats shutter most of the government by voting down the CR, they will empower President Trump, Elon Musk, and Russ Vought, for that matter, to pare the federal government workforce to its genuinely essential size, most of which will be at DOD, CIA, NSA, Homeland Security, DOJ. The entitlement checks will still go out, but everything else will stop. Employees won't get paid, and I suspect this time those who are recalled to work eventually won't get any back pay. POTUS should keep the lost cause, high value, high visibility stuff like the Washington Monument, Mount Rushmore parking lot, etc., open, will not punish the citizenry as Obama did, but a long shutdown will reveal what we must have and what can be cut. In other words, this could be an absolute blessing. A government shutdown can give Trump exactly what he's trying to achieve, Mark.
We have always, as conservatives, said with a big dollop of wishful thinking that government shutdowns might kind of be good for us because it sort of it'll show the public that that a smaller pared down government is really good. And it simply never worked out that way. Probably
never worked that way.
Poisonous media culture, government shutdowns have always hurt us to some degree, even if only temporarily. This one, you're 100% correct. It could make exactly the points that we want to make.
It's different this time, Mark. It's different, and I am just absolutely thrilled. And by the way, 30 seconds, we haven't talked about Gene Hackman. You and I haven't talked about this at all. They revealed that she died of a weird rare
disease.
Virus from bat or from rat feces.
I know.
And then she dies, and he has apparently advanced Alzheimer's.
So he didn't even know that she's dead in the house. So fair or unfair, Gene Hackman has grown kids. He's got Alzheimer's. He's 95. Nobody's calling that house.
That's what didn't make any sense to me. I'll tell you what. When I read that, I called all 4 of my kids. I haven't talked to them in a while.
I'm already late. The audience wants to know: are you going to stop the ridiculousness? You know, Gavin Newsom's wrong about everything. Steve Bannon was as awesome on that thing as Charlie Kirk was. It's nothing but great for conservatives to go on that show. Helping him do
wrong.
Give
helping him run for president. Helping him run for president. Ridiculous. You're helping him run for president. All he's doing, he's playing you, Mark. He's playing you, and you're falling for it. This is that weird mindset.
Why do you hate Charlie Kirk and Steve Bannon? And I'm kidding.
I love Charlie Kirk and Steve Bannon. But I tell you what,
the opportunity for potentially millions of people to hear them make points that are better than Gavin Newsom? Why are you scared to death of Gavin Newsom? Why are you so petrified of hair gel boy?
Because I hate people like Mark Davis making Gavin Newsom palatable. You're making Gavin Newsom attractive.
Not at all.
Look at me. I'm reaching out to conservatives. He says, look at me. He's trying to win people over, Mark.
Don't care.
And he's and you're helping that.
The number of people who will go, that Gavin Newsom might not be as much of an idiot as I thought. Take that number. It is 10 times larger. People watching that and saying, that's Steve Bannon, that's Charlie Kirk. They're awesome. I win.
When this comes up at lunch, we'll have a food fight. We'll start throwing tacos at each other. I'm gonna go Real Housewives, knock the table over. I'm just gonna get up and knock the whole table.
655 Mike for Mike, 866-660-5759. All in for the lunch with Mark and Mike. Give us your name. I love you, man. I love you so much.
All right, thanks for helping us do this. See you tomorrow.
7:53.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.